Hi everyone, it's Suzanne here with another yoga deep stretch class for you. And today we're going to do a little bit more focus on the back, the lower back especially. A lot of times people have a lot of problems with their lower back, compression, sitting, just overall stress. A lot of times you'll find it right there in that area. So I would like you to connect with your core when we go through these exercises. Imagine like you're wearing a corset wrapped all around. You're engaging your core. Belly button is going to be in towards the spine. You're also going to be lifting the pelvic floor. So lifting the pelvic floor, it's similar to that sensation of trying to stop urination. So you're not really clenching too much, but you feel that general lift in that area. Let's connect with that. Few breaths. You're going to exhale out through the mouth. So find yourself in a comfortable standing position. Shoulders up to your ears, roll them down your back. So soften your gaze or close your eyes right in front of you. And then draw an inhale all the way up. Fill up your belly, fill up your rib cage. It's like you're pulling it up from the earth, all the way up. And then hold, suspend that breath, and lift the pelvic floor. Feel that engaged. And then exhale, sigh it out, and release and let it all go. So another inhale. Filling up, maybe place a hand on your belly. Pause. Engage the pelvic floor. And exhale, sigh it out. Let everything go. Just let everything melt down. Hands down by your side. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up. Palms up overhead. And then reverse the direction of the palms. And exhale. Let that all come back down. So inhale, lift. Rib cage, gaze the core, gaze up if it's comfortable with your neck. Pelvic floor, exhale. Melt that all down. One more time, inhale, lift. And then exhale. Bring that all back down. Take a minute, pick up your feet, bend your knees, kind of shake that out. We move side to side. So really be mindful when we do any forward folds or anything involving with your lower back. Really take notice of that. Bend in the knees, don't go so far. We want to maybe elongate in the lower back by giving it a bit of a stretch, but we don't want to have any pain or too much discomfort going on. Just bring your awareness very much to that. So the sides of the body, a lot of times when we're compressed and seated or that stress and everything is all kind of bunched in there, you don't get much movement the sides of the body. It's good to open that up and release that. Before we do that, we're going to inhale the belly button in towards the spine and lift the pelvic floor. So arms up overhead, right hand to left wrist, reach up, and then exhale, just sway over. Doesn't have to be big, just to sway over to the right. Relax the jaw. It's really tense. Let a few exhales escape from your relaxed jaw. Sigh it out. Back towards center. Switch sides. Inhale. Reach up. Lift up through the rib cage, the core, pelvic floor. Sway over. And then back towards center. Release your hands. So this time we're not going to hold on to a wrist. We're just going to inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, just sway one arm over. Feel that all the way from the side of underneath the arm, all the way to the side of the body. Back towards center. Release that arm. Inhale up. Exhale. So just try not to lose connection with that core. Engaging again. That pelvic floor protects that lower back. Release that down. We're going to bring our shoulders up to our ears, down our back a few times. And then reverse direction. And this time, if you can interlace the fingers, reverse the grip of the palm, take the arms up overhead. On an inhale, just extend up. Feel as if something was pulling you up towards the ceiling. Feeling that rib cage lift, that core. And then on an exhale, sigh it out, slow motion. It's like you're traveling through water, really slow, all the way down to your sides. Beautiful. So we're going to do a bit of a twist, side to side. You're going to soften in the knees when we do this. So imagine a windmill. You're going to go side to side with your arms. You can separate the feet a little bit wider. And again, we keep some buoyancy in the knees. So arms down by your side, inhale them up. And as you exhale, just open up to one side, just a gentle twist. Bringing your arms all the way down to the side. Inhale back up and then just sway over to the other side. Inhale as you lift, exhale, sway over. Reaching. One more time, each side. These twists also are really cleansing and great for the back. Inhale, reaching up. This time as your arms are reaching up, go ahead and press up off of your heels, press onto the toes. Feel that lifting. And then slow motion, bring your arms down. As you side out, as your feet, heels come back down to the earth. Nice job. Pick up the feet again and move side to side. So we're going to take our time in our forward folds. And you can use a block. And even when we go over in our forward folds, if your back is really tight, just place your hands on your thighs. Don't go too far when we're doing that. But we're going to not use our arms the first times with the forward folds, and we are going to take a softened bend in the knees as much as you need to. So first inhale, bring your shoulders back, gaze up. And then as you exhale, chin in towards chest, let your shoulders naturally round. And as you do this, your arms will hang. So no weight, the belly button is in towards the spine, pelvic floor lifted. Again, if you need just to place your hands on your thighs, do so then. Don't worry about if your hands don't reach the floor. Also a good time, if you're really tight, use a block right here. Rest your hands. One more breath. And then slowly, ragdoll arms, ragdoll head. That belly button is in towards the spine. Bring yourself back up. On an inhale, lift up the shoulders, chin up. And an exhale, this time sigh it out. Shoulders round, chin in towards chest, softening the knees. Slowly warming up anything in the back. Inhale, again, belly button in towards spine, pelvic floor lifted. Back up. Shoulders back, open up. Deep inhale. Feel that lifting, and exhale. Releasing down. And when you come down here, take your time, bend your knees all the way down. Hands and knees. A few cat-cow. Wrists stacked over shoulders, about hip distance apart. You can tuck your toes if you'd like. And then drop a softened belly. Just warm up to this. See how it feels. Go back and forth. And know you always have that option to tuck the toes. Want a bit of an arch stretch. Make sure that breath is flowing. Inviting inhales and exhales. Just one more time each side, each time. And then come back towards center. So we're going to go ahead and do what's called puppy pose, which is really a great release for mid-back, shoulders as well. So you want to keep from your hips from coming forward in this. Try to keep them straight over the knees. You're going to walk your hands forward. This is also another time to use a book or a block. You want to rest your forehead down. So you're just going to find that head between the arms. Then you're going to just start to let your head and your body melt down. Don't worry about if that forehead does not reach the ground. Notice more of that breath. Keep from clenching the jaw. Keep that breath flowing. And start to let gravity assist you, even if it's a tiny amount. One more breath here. And then you're slowly going to come back up. So a few side-to-side movements. Swaying out the hips a bit. So you're going to take that right arm and extend it up and towards the ceiling. Inhale. And as you exhale, feed it through between your left arm. And you're going to come down. And again, if you'd like to use the aid of a brick or a block or a blanket to rest that right side of your cheek. It takes a few minutes to adjust yourself in this pose. Walk that hand forward. Find where you can to release that shoulder to the earth. You can always take that left hand, place it on the back. You can wrap it around. Touch that right thigh. Just keep it right here. But just breathe right here. Press into that left palm into the earth. Bring that arm back up. And shake it out. Other side. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, feed it through. Let yourself adjust down. Use the aid to rest your left side of the face if it feels more comfortable. Try to find that spot where you can just settle and breathe. and press your right hand into the earth. Bring yourself back upright. And bringing yourself all the way up. Take your palms together, elbows bent, just about shoulder height. And on an inhale, open up. Again, like you're opening up a window. Elbows back. Gaze can be up. You can bring your neck back. If it's comfortable, exhale. Slowly close everything up. Again, inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time. Exhale, release that back down. Just going to shake out the arms. Roll the shoulders a few times, both directions. We're going to bring our right foot forward between. Actually, we're going to bring it to the right side of the mat. So you might want to scoot your left knee back a bit. You're going to go into lizard pose. So make sure that knee is not going over the toes. And again, I'd like to use some props. Always take advantage of that. If that gives you a little bit more breathing room, a little bit less tension, kind of meet yourself where it's at. This works heavily in the groin area and the hip too. So we're going to also invite a twist. If you're using the aid of a book or a block, take it to the left side of the mat, left palm pressed in, and then inhale, sweep the right arm up. Have that palm down to the mat. Bring that right hand down, right knee back, and a few side to side movements. We'll come over to the other side. Left foot to the left side of the mat. You can scoot that right knee back a little bit. Bring that breath, bring that notice of the breath. And feel that waterfall sensation. It's like gravity is assisting you. And that right hand stays to the right side of the mat. Sweep that left arm up. See how that feels for your neck. You can look up, you can look down, you can keep it neutral. Just remember to breathe here, wherever you're at. Left hand down, guide that left foot back. So we're going to come all the way down to our bellies. And set up for Sphinx pose. Elbows stacked over the shoulders. Fingers are pointed away. Tops of the feet press in. And if there's a little tightness in the lower back, widen the feet a little bit. All 10 toes press down, engaging your legs, engaging your kneecaps. You're dropping the pelvic floor this time. And your chest and your heart kind of shines through. Keep from collapsing your heart and chest. Now you'll notice your glutes will want to tighten up. When you exhale, soften that space. You don't want to hold too much of a tension in that area. you want to go deeper, you straighten your forearms. But remember, if this is too much, immediately come out of it. Come right back. And if this is too much, immediately come out of this, dropping your forehead and bending your knees. We're just going to be here for 5 more breaths. Really wonderful pose. Exhale out through the mouth if it's tight. And then to come out of it, stack the hands, rest your forehead down, bend the knees, windshield wiper side to side. Now a strengthened back really also helps. That whole wrap around your core and your back. The stronger that all is and the muscles, you can engage them, protects that back. So we'll do a few back strengthening exercises. And you take your arms back behind. Keep all 10 toes pressed down first. So your arms, palms up, fingers pointed away. So you're engaging your triceps as well. And feel that lift of your chest. Toes are pressed down, legs are engaged. Breathing here, this is a strong, strong strengthener. And then exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Rest one cheek, bend the knees. We're going to do that 2 times. So you have that option. You can interlace the fingers if it's comfortable for your shoulders. Still press the tops of your feet down. Lift up. Kneecaps lifted, toes pressed down. Feel that buoyancy of that breath. And then exhale, release it down, put the other cheek down. Windshield wiper side to side. So this next time, if you would like to lift your feet up, lift the arms up, you can lift the thighs up, kneecaps lifted, strengthening that back. And then exhale, side out. Beautiful. Release it down, windshield wiper side to side. Press your palms into the earth. Come up. We're going to go back to child's pose though. But we're going to bring knees together, child's pose. You can rest, block to rest your forehead. So your palms are back, arms behind you. Let your back round. And sometimes the forehead down on the ground is not comfortable. That's why a block or a brick or a pillow even. But let your shoulders relax. Let that feeling right there on that back release and open. Sometimes it feels nice to massage right there on the forehead, side to side. One more breath here. Press your palms. Then we're going to find ourselves to seated. And again, I encourage you, if seated like this and your knees are too raised up, it's not really comfortable for you. It's not going to get any benefits for you working if you're too tense and uncomfortable. Use a pillow, blocks, anything. Lift your hips up. works for you, take the time and do that. Shoulders up to your ears, roll them down the back. As you can tell, seated with a cushion, always feel a lot more comfortable. So you have that tall, straight spine. Breathing, inhale, exhale, let it go. We're gonna do some more twists from seated. When we do the twist, I want you to not lose that integrity of that straight, tall, regal spine so you can get the best benefits. Don't worry about twisting so far as much as you do of keeping that straight spine. You're getting the benefits of the twist no matter where you're at. Inhale, arms up, exhale, left palm to right knee. Right arm can come back behind. Kind of tripoding. Gaze can be over that right shoulder, only if it's comfortable. But connect with that wonderful rain out sensation. Just think of that beautiful spine, wonderful benefits of that cleansing. And then back towards center. Inhale. Sweep arms up, exhale over to the other side. And then back towards center. Take that left palm to the earth. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. Keep it by the ear as best you can. So have some fluidity into this. As you sway over to the left, you're engaging that core, lifting that pelvic floor, and then just find stillness wherever you're at. Breathing here. And then push off, other side. Sweeping that arm up, and then just kind of that fluidity back and forth a few times. And then find stillness. Connect with that stretch all the way from the arm, all the way down. Soften the jaw. And then come back up. So go ahead and release yourself if you are seated on a pillow. We're going to bring ourselves all the way down onto our backs. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Now, if that's not comfortable, keep your feet on the mat and windshield wiper them side to side. Whatever works for you, but you're massaging along that spine. So another wonderful release for that back is bridge pose. So your feet are about hip distance apart. See if your fingertips can graze your heels. It's about a good alignment for you. You keep your gaze up when you're in bridge pose. So you're never turning your head side to side. Compromises on the neck when you lift the hips up. So on an inhale, lift. So weight more in the heels. Use those strong legs to hold you upright. If there's a lot of tightness in the glutes, try to loosen some of that tightness. You don't need to grip so far. Use those strong quads to hold you up. Weight in the heels. one more breath here. And then slowly come down one vertebrae at a time. And just windshield wiper your knees side to side. I'm going to do that again. So palms press down into the earth. On an inhale, lift up. Again, weight is at the heels. So much so you can almost lift your toes. Once you get to a comfortable upright position, you notice there's a lot of tightness on your glute muscles. Try to release them. So trust those strong legs, weight in the heels to hold you upright. This works magic on that back. If you have that capability to interlace your fingers, roll the shoulders under your back, go ahead. But only if it's comfortable. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. Big breaths. Really draw the benefits from this. And then you just take your time coming out of it. Your fingers were interlaced, release them, release the shoulders, and slowly come down. No rush. A few side to side. And then if you're comfortable, draw your knees in. So pigeon pose on your back. Release of the hips a lot of times helps with that back. We'll start with our right leg up towards the ceiling. Bring that right ankle above that left knee as long as it's not on it. Foot is flexed. This might be enough right here. The pull on your outer hip, IT band might be enough. If you want to go deeper, float that foot in, and this is where you can use the strap as an aid, or if you don't have a strap, place one hand on your foot, one hand on your outside of your knee, or interlace your fingers, take them below the left shin. So whatever works for you. Deep breath here. Every exhale, feel as if that's just all melting. It's melting away, creating some space. So slowly come out of it. Release that right leg. Go to the left side. Left leg up towards the ceiling. Left ankle above that knee. Gauge that right there. You're pulling that leg away. Might be enough for you. You might notice one side's completely different than the other too. You feel you can float that leg up in towards you. Go ahead. Breathing here. So the closer that leg is towards your chest, the more you're going to feel that right there on the IT band on that part of your leg. Just breathe here. Couple more breaths. Then release that down. And again, if you want to draw your knees in towards your chest, walk side to side. Another wonderful benefit for back is twists. So we're going to go gentle with this. And if it's really tight, you can use a brick. I'm sorry, not a brick, a pillow, a block between your knees. extend your arms out. Inhale here. As you exhale, drop your knees over to the left. So, depends on how it feels. Sometimes that cushion or block will help. If you don't need that, go ahead and bring the knees down. You can take the aid of, in this case, your left hand to your right outer thigh. Go ahead. Relax the shoulders. And just always bring yourself to how your breath is flowing. If you're clenching, release the jaw, back off a little bit. You don't have to go so far. And cervical twists, comfortable looking out over that right arm. And then come back upright. I'm going to go over to the other side. Inhale here, exhale, drop your knees to the right. And if you want to have that gaze, look out over to the left. And then back towards center. So one more time, draw the knees in towards the chest. Always welcome to, if you want to go deeper, happy baby pose. Feet flex, knees in towards your armpits. If your hands can catch, and if they're not comfortable too, you can wrap your arms around your knees, rock side to side, whatever works for you. This is one of the most delicious poses. And release. And you understand why babies love it. Release your feet down. Drop your knees to one side. So I really hope that some of that helped with tightness and tension in the back. I know how uncomfortable that can be. I encourage light walking, movement, some of those poses. Just trying to do them, you will feel that area loosen up, and just try to keep that breath flowing. Keep a good solid flow, softening of the jaw, and connect with that breath, engaging the core and lifting up the pelvic floor. That is something I do a lot if I'm reaching over onto the dishwasher or the washing machine. I try to really engage that core, lift the pelvic floor, and bend in my knees as much as I need to. So I thank you for sticking around for this class, and until next time, keep safe and sending much love.